to share an idea that the industry already started to work together on it 2 years ago. And it's an idea that basically we are trying to make our industry, give our industry a healthier and better future. So let's start with the basics. It's about World Boating Day and what is World Boating Day and how we came up with this idea as Superyacht Life Foundation. For those who doesn't know Superyacht Life Foundation, we are a non-profit industry organization. We actually call ourselves kindly propaganda machine of the Superyacht industry. And what we are trying to do in Superyacht Life is talking about all the positive aspects of our industry, lobbying for our industry, doing lots of promotions and marketing campaigns for our industry to reflect the craftsmanship, innovation, economic impact, social impact, basically everything positive about our industry. We are trying to create a united voice, and we are working with the journalists, working with media outlets, working very closely with industry organizations to do that better every year. And World Boating Day is one of the Superyacht Life initiatives that we actually waited like 2 years before we launched it. This is the first project that we do that we are including the whole leisure boating spectrum, not only superyachts. And there's a reason behind that. The reason is superyachts are mainly seen as like giant, aliens, unreachable, untouchable assets. And this doesn't help us at all. And that's why while we are creating the World Boating Day, we said, okay, it is all about being on water. It's about the culture on the water and the sea, and this is what we want to reflect, and superyachts are part of that community as well. So World Boating Day is an international open day that we call out all of the leisure boating companies to open their doors all at the same time to the public. To be more clear, this is what it is. You can see lots of different events happen in the past years. Why we are doing World Boating Day is making the boating a bit more understandable, accessible, and cherished industry. So in 2024, we started our campaign. We had 46 different events in 9 different countries. And then the second year, as you can see here, we doubled that amount, and we had all around the world like 100 events within 18 different countries. And the top 3 countries from last year who had most of the events were Australia, USA, and Italy. And we had a quite different picture here in the first year because Turkey was also in the top 3. It's still in a very, very important place when it comes to World Boating Day campaigning, which you will see in a second. So this is what happened in 2025 in Turkey. So most of the shipyards that you see here organized their open days for students, for university students mainly. As you can see here, Gispir also created an open day and invited high school, maritime high school students, also university students as well, and they had a career talks on stage too. West Istanbul Marina opened their doors to public, created activities. We had also, you cannot see here in Muğla, most of the things happen in Istanbul, but also we had a couple of other activities happened at the south. One of it in Muğla, it was a photo workshop, a photography workshop by Emre Beyoğlu. And he basically gave a workshop to the students and relevant people who are interested how they can do photography in the superyacht industry. And also we had a sailing day with Bilgin Yachts sailing in Antalya. So we had an overall 7 events in Turkey. What happened all around the world? So lots of marinas opened their doors. They created different workshops, different activities in marinas. Marinas always seen as a very organic way of reaching people and touching people, touching public. There were design studios who created like workshops, design workshops and material workshops. They invited again the public to their premises and then spend a day together. We had self-drive boat tours. This is one of the reasons that we are including the boating industry as well, because with the Superyacht it's a bit hard to make people experience what it is. But with the boating, we were able to organize self-drive boat tours. People were able to enjoy, and they were on the water. And we have several different other activities, as you can see here. The biggest event happened last year was from Benetti. They opened their doors to 2,500 people. And they organized a yoga session in their helipad. They opened their museum, company museum, a lighthouse museum in Livorno. Also, they invited a music school from their own region, and then let the students compose the song for the sea. And then that was the closing act of the day for 2,500 people. Of course, in between, they visited the shipyard. They were interested to hear what was the process behind this giant yachts, how many people are working behind the scenes, and our passion, and what we are doing behind the scenes as well. There is one example that I want to share. This is from Netherlands, from Royal Houseman. They created a kids' day. They invited a very small age group of kids, and this is what happened during the day.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
Yeah, this is the video that I really like to show. This is quite getting very emotional when there are lots of kids very interested in boating and asking lots of questions in the press conference that is arranged for them. So what companies are doing is the events. They're organizing events. We are trying to collaborate with each one of them. We are trying to give creative ideas. We are trying to gather their content, promote their content in our channels. So events are what the companies do, and the campaigning is what we do as World Boating Day. That's why we are gathering everything under one umbrella and doing everything in one day. So we have this digital campaign. First year, it reached 14 million people with 20 million impressions, and last year, we increased that amount to 21 million reach with 46 million impressions. This is the most important part for us because, of course, we will invite people, we will get in touch with them, but with the campaigning, with digital campaigns, we can even reach more people. And the beauty of this is a very organic campaign. So we don't need to spend millions to be out in the billboards, the news, and anything, but once we are doing this all together, it already has an impact that the publications and different outlets are becoming interested in, trying to publish what we are doing. Also, all of these companies creating events, they are doing their own campaigning as well. And people who are not able to create their events, they are still joining the campaign with their digital presence as well. So this is the beauty of the spillover effect that we are trying to achieve here. So these are the different campaigns. I'll be very fast with this. We, of course, every event that join under World Boating Day umbrella, we promote them individually with paid ads and everything. We had industry campaigns. Last year, it was Wave for Boating. And we had influencer campaigns as well that we invite some of the influencers, and they volunteer sometimes. Sometimes we pay them to share our message everywhere. We were able to have 120 articles around the world and more than 16 different countries. Again, this is one of the effect of doing everything together. So we had some press in The Guardian, The Times, Vanity Fair, and Billionaire. There is one other thing happened last year, which is very interesting to me. So 7 Dutch shipyards came together in Netherlands and opened their doors. They organized one joint campaign. All of them are quite big competitors, But they came together, they invest the idea together, they work on it together, and then they create the press day and invited some non-industry and industry media to showcase their shipyards. During the 3 days, they divided the days and they create different activities on their shipyard. So journalists went there, and every stop they basically experienced something different. So these are the companies who joined in, chipped in, and this is another video for you. Welcome to the presser of 7 Dutch shipyards. This week, with 10 different journalists, we will be visiting 7 Dutch shipyards and showcase innovation, craftsmanship, and passion that we have.
We're very excited to open up our shipyard with a proud history of 141 years. So there is a lot to tell.
We had a mixture of non-yachting press and yachting press. The non-yachting press, they don't know what it is about yachting and building boats, and that's what we inform them about.
And I think it's important to show to the non-yachting press what this industry is about. The whole world behind it, credibility behind it, the professionalism behind it, and also the faces behind it.
Amazing. I mean, for me, coming from a sailing background, I started my career writing about sailboats and sailing. To see the progression of the technology and the progression of the build quality and just the overall interest in those really big sailing yachts, I'm really encouraged by it.
We've seen so many boats that have been built here, but never actually been to any Dutch shipyard, so it's a real privilege to just get an idea about how people are working here and producing some incredible yachts. And also learning a little bit more how boats are launched, also the challenges that are involved with bridges, etc. That's really interesting, always makes a good news story.
You've got master tradesmen and you've got apprentices, and continuing to pass down that knowledge through older generations to younger generations to keep these skills going, so that maybe our kids and our great-grandkids can still afford to admire such wonderful craftsmanship. That's really the key, I think.
We had a very nice week together with all these members of press, and we hope to see them again with us for the next World Boating Day 2026. Became like a bit like Inception, right? Me here, me there, so, okay. We want to actually see this collaborations more and more in different regions. So we have some priority regions, and Turkey is one of them. Turkey has a very big history and heritage about shipbuilding, very important brands. We are at the as a builder and gross tonnage, we are at the 4th place and all around the world when it comes to the superyacht building. So Turkey is one of the priority that we want to see these kind of collaborations more, and we want to have these collaborations also at the public level as well. You know, like a boat talks on a dock, or like more like a yellow microphone movements. We want brands to come in, like join, and then initiate these ideas that we have, and then create some viral movements in their regions. So we have big dreams, but very small team. But of course, we are very lucky that we have different ambassadors from different regions, as you can see here. So without them, it's not possible to organize such a big event and reach so many different people, so many different companies around the industry. And a Turkey ambassador is Oğuz, as you can see here, the best picture ever, and the ambassadors, don't tell them. And we are working very closely with more than 40 different organizations. You cannot see here all of them, but with different boat shows, with different national and international maritime organizations. Also, TIBA was one of them last year. They invited World Boating Day as well. Just leading up to the campaign, we were able to create some buzz around their charter show, and it was very helpful. We are actually gathering all together in the next week. We have World Boating Day Global Committee meeting. It's to align our strategy for 2026 with all of these international and national maritime organizations. So, to sum up, I think the idea speaks for itself, but if I need to leave you with one last push about why we are doing this, we are doing this to showcase our passion that lives behind the scene. We are doing this to be able to reach the next generation talent. We are doing this to grow our community, like boating community. And then I think, of course, create some buzz in the media to create one united voice for our industry. And I think most important one is creating a more healthier bridge between ourselves and healthier communication and conversations between ourselves, our industry, and the rest of the world. And if it's not enough, it's free to join. So you can be part of this campaign with this QR code. I'm just managing to be on the wrong side all the time. And also, you know where to find me as well, which my email address is at below the name. But I will be around for next 1 hour as well. So please feel free to join in. Thank you.